we got to look at one roadmap ahead. All right, so basically, this is going to be a short one, right? We all know where we've been. We all know where we're going. Ten Hag's season to a treble. It is possible. It is possible, guys. So looking at the first coming up, it's the quarterfinals. It's been played 13th of April, right? We are playing Seville, right? And Seville currently, per my understanding, is about to get relegated. They're in really, really good trouble. Do you, guys? Do you? I mean, are we tired of having paella and cerveza, or are we looking forward to going down to Seville again and as celebrate another?
I think it's nice that we could win 2 cups this year because we could win the Europa League and we can win the Spanish Copa del Rey because we're basically competing in both competitions anyway. So we've already knocked out Barcelona, so we might as well win that too.
Yeah, Papi. You're on mute.
I feel like we're definitely in a very good position to beat Sevilla. Like, we have the momentum. We already know that Ten Hag has undone the Spanish team curse of struggling versus Spanish team. So I'm very confident, feeling very hopeful and optimistic that we're definitely going to get a result over 2 legs for sure.
Thank you. Who wants to go next? Bryant.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired of playing Spanish teams.
Me too.
I really am. I'm so tired of playing Spanish teams. Sevilla's a hard one for me because Manchester United have never beaten them. So that's a big deal. They've never won in head-to-head competition against Sevilla. So I'm interested to see what. With that being said, I think that this United team are more than good enough to win and move on in the competition. So no time like the present to get your first wins against Sevilla.
Kojo.
Oh.
You fancy some paella and some cerveza? Por favor.
I was expecting my face to just pop up on the screen like that.
You lived in Spain, right? So tell me.
Yeah, no, I did. Yeah, well, we can deal with them. They're in the relegation battle, similar to how it is in the Premier League. Teams between 13th and 19th, there's 5 points. Just like over here, there's a gap of 5 points between, I think, 12th and 20th. So, hey, man, it's interesting, but they've sucked in the league. But everyone knows when it comes to Europa League, that's their thing. Sevilla, Europa League is like Real Madrid Champions League. They just love to go and win it. But we have every reason to be confident in this game. So go out there, smack them, and then don't even send them for paella. If they lose, they don't deserve that. Just let them get regular cod.
Whoa, Phil. Is it we are living in a yellow submarine? Hey, or will they sink?
We need to get one over on Sevilla. They've had us in the past, and it's time to come back. We've got Ten Hag. They've not played us with Ten Hag ball. We've got the players. We know that we can win. We can win in Spain. We've proved that already this season by beating Barcelona, and what a scout that was. So absolutely, we can go on and beat them. And it'd be lovely to see Sporting take out Juventus as well on the way. That'd be fantastic. And then Bruno gets to play against Sporting in the next round. That'd be a nice little run-in. I'd love to see that.
100%. Who is left? Paul? Was it? Is it Paul?
Yeah.
No, I said my piece.
Did
we'll
you?
beat them. I said we'll win the Copa del Rey.
All right, so everyone had to say regarding the Europa League, we will comfortably. I mean, who do you think we're going to meet in the finals then? Oh, in the semis, Juventus.
Yeah. Oh, I
want Sporting.
Sporting.
Yeah. Sporting is.
If we meet Juventus, I'll be more confident beating Juventus than Sporting.
Me too.
Is anyone concerned that there's a little bit of? Say again.
I said Turin's not an easy place to go to.
No, absolutely.
I know we beat them in the past, but it's still not an easy place to go to.
I just have this fear that we're going to meet Mourinho in the final.
I know. If there's a man who knows how to win finals, it's Mourinho. So we have to be careful with that one.
I mean, if you look at the left side and the right side, our side is the more difficult one, right? of course. Yeah, I want him. I want to meet Roma. But who do I fear most? What I saw like Sporting do to Arsenal, I thought, damn, they look pretty good, right?
I think Sporting did look good, but I think Arsenal were very unlucky to lose that. When you look back at the game, the chances that they had, they should have won it, and they know they should have won it. It was funny that they didn't, but they should have won it. So I think Juventus on the day, I think it, you know, I don't think it's over yet. I still believe we can win it after seeing us beat Barcelona. We can beat anybody. That's my answer.
Okay, guys, prediction: are we going to win Europa League?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
We'll make it to the final for sure.
For sure.
If we're in the final, we'll win it.
And no more De Gea 12th penalty. No.
Yeah,
Never.
Arsenal could have done with it ahead in their last game. At least he would have stayed on his line.
Okay. All right, moving on. Next competition. Next in line is the semi-finals in the FA Cup. It's coming up 22nd of April at Wembley. We are playing. This is a tough one, Brighton. Not to be underestimated, but in a way, I see this being kind of laid out for a Manchester derby final, or maybe,
I think City will go out in the semis.
You think?
I think we're due an upset in this FA Cup, and I think City has upset written all over them. All over them. You look at some of the games that City have lost against Nottingham Forest. They lost against them. They've lost against some of the bottom teams. Them teams that sit back and don't let City to get in behind because of the way City play at the moment. City find it very, very difficult, and it's not home. It's not away. It's at Wembley. I remember I called it back in the day when I said Wigan would beat City in the final, and nobody believed me. And the little ginger boy scored a header in like the 87th minute or something like that.
I was there for that game.
Yeah. I just think City have struggled against smaller teams and
at Wembley,
especially teams that defend deeply against them. And plus, what's Pep going to do in that FA Cup game? Does he think, do I rest some players because I'm going to have Champions League coming up and going in for the Premier League as well? You know, does he tinker a wee bit like he usually does? I don't know. I could see an upset coming.
How about Brighton United?
That'll be a tough game.
Yeah. Phil?
When is it played? Sorry?
End of the month.
22nd.
22nd, yeah. I think we owe Brighton one off the way this season started, and I think that will give us the strength to get over the line. But I don't think it'll be an easy game because they are on a good run of form again. They have shown that they're a good team, not just under the previous manager of Potter, who's not succeeding at Chelsea at the moment. But I think they've got a good team. They've got some good players. I can't think of the guy from Argentina who was obviously won the World Cup. He's been fantastic, and then obviously this Ferguson, who everyone's linking to United as well. They've got some good players, and they're playing well this season. So I don't think it'll be an easy game, but I do think we'll get over the line.
Kojo,
I'm not sure what to say about this game because. Like I said earlier on, we owed them a receipt. They came and scored us at Old Trafford. Man. That's against the rules of the Old Trafford. You have to come there and get spanked and slapped around the place. And they did the opposite. They came and did it to us. So we owed them a receipt. And the least we owe them is getting knocked out of the cup and not going to the final. But they're going to be up for it. But I always back my boys to win. So I think we'll go through, but it's looking like a 2-1 kind of game. We're gonna have to try and marshal them because they're a good team, man.
Marshall, then we bring in Martial.
No. I can't lie to you, man. I don't want to see him again.
No, but barring we already played in the finals in the Wembley, we had that experience. Yeah. Oh, I see us going through 2-1 as well. But we're going to do the score prediction when we get there, right, guys? Absolutely. Who did I forget? It's Bryant left, right?
Yeah. Let me and me as well. I was gonna say, riffing off of what Kojo said is, I feel like Brighton are actually, they're not just a good team; they're a very, very good team. They just almost just fall in that bracket that's just sort of below excellent. They're just below excellent. And if you look at what they've done this season, they beat Chelsea 4-1. They beat Mikel Arteta's Arsenal 3-1 in the Carabao Cup. Fine. They beat Liverpool 3-0. And this is a team that's not, they find a way to get, even Man City in the league. They lost 3-1. Like, they managed to get a goal in. So it's the way De Zerbi sets up the team and the belief that they have in the system is just incredible. A lot of people were sort of just discrediting him, saying, "Oh, he's just riffing off of what Potter had built." But this man he's a real coach. And if there's an upset written, I don't want to be the party pooper, but if at all we don't win a treble and it's a double, this might be the upset.
Really? Okay. Okay.
Have to be realistic.
I bet Graham Potter regrets that he left Brighton. All right. So anyway, who is left? Is it Brian? Bryant, have I covered you? No.
Oh no, I haven't said anything yet.
So you're the last one, last man standing.
I'll be honest. Brighton are a good side. I'm not scared of them. So, I would have preferred to, draw a lesser side like a Sheffield United, but it is what it is. The draw is the draw, but I mean, United should be beating Brighton. So Brighton are good.
Any given Sunday.
We should win. We should win that game.
Right. In conclusion, finals. You think it's going to be a City United final, or do you think it's going to be a City Sheffield final? We got to be Patriot Reds here, so we just assume we're getting to the finals.
I'll go for Sheffield United just for the comedy factor of it all. Just has to be. Just to watch Pep cry is all I want to see. He's going to fail this season in winning anything, and then his whole legacy is going to be tarnished once the Premier League come down on him like a ton of bricks as well. Every title he's going to have is going to have that little asterisk beside his names, and below it will say cheaters.
Do you think City's going to win the Champions League this year with Holland?
I'm going for Napoli. I think Napoli look fantastic.
Yeah, they're playing well, aren't they?
They play like a Premier League team in this area. That's what they play like. And I would love to see Napoli win it. I think some of their talent's unreal.
All right,
Everybody talks about Osman, but it's that wee Georgian guy for me.
All right, quickly wrapping up, guys. Quickly, your prediction. What do you think? Finals, who's going to be? United versus who?
City.
City, cheating City. All right, we're going to talk about that. Imagine if they get stripped all of the titles. What was it? 120 counts, wasn't it? Oh,
yeah. 120 counts. 30 of them they're due with financial fair play, but 50 of them are to do with trying to obstruct the FA's investigation and hide finances, which are the more serious crimes. Believe it or not, they're the ones that carry the most punishment.
All right, gentlemen, we're coming to the end of the show. We're all exhausted.
Because, let's put the goal scoring aside. Marcus Rashford, let's look at where he was about 6-7 months, ago. We saw a player who was void of confidence, and he made an amazing turnaround, not just for himself, and it's gone on to the team. I talked earlier on about transitioning to next level, when you're oh, I'm not just the star, I'm a superstar of the team. I'm the one that they are counting on. And he's somebody that has gone on to sort of set a standard and continuously reach it and be like, oh, surprising everybody. So the phenomenal level that he has achieved at this moment is just making me feel like he is the heart. The team is like a body, and a body is made up of different organs and different parts and different components. So obviously you take out the spine, it's different. You take out the heart, it's different, and somebody else. So Marcus Rashford for me is almost like the heartbeat of the attack, and maybe your Casemiro would be the backbone of the body. So it all just depends on, I feel like, how which body part you're like mostly feeling like is the most vital, and say Malacia is like the elbow.
All right, we got a lesson of anatomy. So for you, definitely, it's a Rashford thing, yeah.
It's Rashford.
Kojo, bring it up.
I'll go Casemiro. I love Rashford, and I'm very happy that he's got his form back. He's got his goals in, his confidence, and everything. But it's not even a but. It's just Casemiro. When he's not playing, this team doesn't function. And hell, when he got that yellow card away at Crystal Palace, everyone was scared, and that just tells you everything about the guy, because you don't want to miss his influence. And that's not me saying, oh, when he's not there, A and B has to play, and they're not off the level. Forget about that. It's just the guy just stands out for just how good he is above everybody. And it's not about just the Man United team. It's in this league. It's gone from being the best DM in the league to probably being the best midfielder in the league. And it's those conversations that keep evolving, because the guy is showing what he's always been about. And I have a thing for unsung heroes who finally get their credit. Your Busquets, even I'll go as far as say Michael Carrick as well, because Carrick didn't get enough credit at Man United for how brilliant he was throughout his whole run at United. Casemiro is standing out so much that he's no longer the unsung hero that he was at Real Madrid. He's the man. He is the man, and he wasn't getting compared to Partey and those guys. They were being compared to him because it was like, oh, you signed this guy, and he came from Real Madrid. He was supposed to be the best, but look at us, we're top of the league with this boy. That doesn't mean a damn thing. He sets the standard, and that's why you're always talking about him. So, yeah, man, all day, every day for me, Casemiro.
Comparing again where we were last year when we had that donut hole with McFred, and we were crying out for years for that, defensive midfielder. We finally replaced Carrick, after 6 years almost. And that was Casemiro, right? Nobody's ever mentioned in this podcast about Lisandro Martinez and Varane, the partnership. That's been the backbone. But Jay Daly always talks about the Bermuda Triangle of Manchester, which has been formed. And that is starting with Martinez, Varane, and on top of that triangle is Casemiro. Casemiro, for me, is 100% the one that we've been crying out for. He's the one that has been shown leadership. I mean, we're talking about 5-time championship winner Casemiro bringing that quality leadership. He played 500 professional games without even being sent off until he came to Premier League and got 2 red cards. But usually, most goal scorers always get, because people remember goals. But I'm looking at the old dynamics of transformation of the team, and he's the engine. He's the El Registra, and he's the tip of that Bermuda Triangle. So I love all the players in here, but if I have to pick one, it has to go to El Casemiro. El Casemiro, definitely. He's my man of the year, to be honest. That's my take on the guys. So yeah, looks like we're gonna see at the end of the season, right?
True. I rearranged my organs. I think Luke Shaw is the left leg, and Varane is the right leg. Martinez is the lungs. David De Gea is the stomach. Bruno is the spine. Casemiro is the heart. Rashford is the face, which is on the head. So you chop off the head. Obviously, the body is useless. And Maguire is just a toenail.
Big up, guys. Listen. we have had a fantastic. We've been out of streaming. We haven't been doing a live stream for quite a while.
Can I just add? Sorry, I just want to say to Power Hour. I think that Maguire has to be the forehead.
Maguire.
Jesus.
Oh my daisy!
You know what? Maguire's going to do a lot for us guys. That 40 million he's going to bring in is going to do a lot.
Listen, but guys, thank you for coming on. Go back, be nice to each other on the socials. Be patient. Don't listen to the media spin regarding the takeovers. Take it with a pinch of salt, whatever's coming out. There's an NDA signed out, and hopefully we will have a conclusion who will be the owner of Manchester United. But if we have a punt, if we have a bet, leave that in the comments below. But guys, please like and subscribe. Follow all these beautiful gentlemen that was in the podcast. And guys, see you soon. This is Mick Ruby, Mufc Realist TV. This is Phil. Kojo disappeared. Thank you, Botswana Papi, Football Power Hour, Paul, Bryant. Guys, it was a pleasure. See you.
Good night.
Bye for now. Good night.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching Mufc Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.